Eu não. Foi. Eu não tava aberto, nem te vi antes daqui. Não. Não fui eu.
Okay, so let's go.
Meu passado não me define.
How was your week? How was your Easter? How was your Easter? Normal. It was good. Yeah. Easter. Yeah, bunny.
Okay.
Oh yeah, how was it?
I don't know. I was playing video game and
Oh, but you don't celebrate. No,
you know.
not that you have to celebrate, but you don't eat chocolate.
Diablo.
Huh?
You know Diablo.
Diablo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our RPG.
Yeah, I know.
That's I was playing now.
The third one? It's an old, yes.
Yeah, that's it.
I played that because it was from my time.
Yeah.
But I'm not much
But
a fan
now-
of Diablo. I prefer
But that's not the old one 3. That's the Reaper Soul. That's now a new class, Necromancer, and a lot of things now. And Diablo have, what can I say, seasons.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
I
in
didn't
the
know about
seasons you need to grow up your character and play
Oh,
for
very
others.
interesting. I
Yeah.
am completely lost about the lore of these.
And now there are Diablo 4.
Yeah, these are yeah.
I want this one.
No, but Diablo, I think it's a nonsense killing. I don't know. It was on my taste.
That's the best part.
No, I don't know. I preferred.
You need to be strong.
Skyrim. Skyrim, it was something that I liked. Yeah, it was very nice.
Oh, Skyrim. Yeah. I'm so nerd. I love to study the universe, how can I say geopolítica?
Geopolitics.
The geopolitics in the Elder Scrolls Tamriel world.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, but it's complex. If you,
Yeah,
if you,
that's
you
so
know, it's, yeah,
complex.
it's complex.
a lot.
But from Blizzard, I preferred Warcraft. Warcraft 3.
I
Ring
like
of
orcs. In Warcraft, I like the story about orcs because
Yeah.
they have psychic powers, but the how can I say único sujeito,
Only one subject.
only one subjects don't have any power, but when they are next como é que se juntos?
Together.
Together when they are together, if they believe in something that's start to be reality. So all the orcs believe the color red make the cars faster. So the cars red are the fastest cars.
I didn't know about this. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
so funny.
Don't know what to say.
Okay. After this, yeah, remarkable explanation, let's begin with our class. So, people, before we go to the subjects, to the topics that we are going to treat today, let me ask you: do you remember what we talked last class?
No.
No, come on. I know that it was 2 weeks
I
ago,
was-
but don't you remember that?
It was about if
Yeah. So exactly this. So it was conditional. Yeah.
yes.
We talk about conditionals, but there are different types of conditionals. Can you try to remember me about some of them?
I don't remember the explanation, but it's the first condition, the
The
second,
second,
the third,
the
and
third,
the zero.
the zero one. Yeah, exactly this. Yeah, basically, what is going to change among them is that from zero to third, you will have a difference in the likelihood of something happening. Okay, so for example, zero conditional. Do you remember? Can you cite an example of zero conditional? No, for example, zero conditional, you use the present simple in both clauses. So you may say, um, if I heat ice, it melts. Yeah, if I heat ice, it melts. It's like a fact, of course. It will not change. So I use the present simple because I have 100% of certainty that this will happen.
What is
Melts. It's like the case of the ice. the ice will turn water.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
Uh, so zero conditional you use to talk about fact. Of course, this is a scientific fact, but you can also use this to talk about something about you, about someone's life that you consider to be true. So you can use that, okay? To talk about habits, facts in general, general truths. Uh, First conditional, you are going to use the present simple plus the future simple. So if you study a lot, you will have a good grade. Yeah. So it's likely to happen. It's a real conditional. Okay. Do you remember that? Yes or no? Oh, I see in your face that you don't remember this so well. But okay. Uh, the second one is the one that we're talking about. What? The second conditional. If the first is the real conditional, the second is
Unreal.
the unreal condition, okay? The imaginary situation. So we use simple past plus the verb would, because would is going to give you an idea of a hypothesis in the future, okay?
That's would be happening.
Yeah, yeah. So it's something that is more distant from reality. Okay, and the third one is the impossible condition. Yeah, do you remember that?
Ah,
So you talk about because in the third one you are talking about something that happened, yeah, that already happened in the past, so you cannot change that. Yeah, you cannot change that. No, it's the third condition, so it is impossible to happen. Okay, so if the zero one is the hello girl, if the zero one is the one that you have the certainty that the thing will happen, yeah, the third one is the one that you have the certainty that the thing will not happen the way that you thought. Okay, it's the impossible one. But can you try to give me some example, regardless the type of conditional? Can you try to give me an example using a conditional?
using
A conditional, yeah. If if tanana is what? Conditional. Are you out of ideas?
if I
Hmm.
didn't play on late at night or at late at night.
If I didn't play late at night,
Late at night, today I will be less tired.
I
Or
would be less tired. Okay, yeah, it's a good one.
yeah,
What? Um, I don't know how it's in English, but yeah, but the thing is, you use it the past, yeah, but then you use it will. When we use this for past, you have to use would, right? Can you try to reformulate your sentence? Okay, okay.
in this case, she changed to present.
Hmm?
If I study, would instead of change to present. No.
Would you have to use past, simple past?
Okay.
Okay. What about you, Juliana? What do you think? Can you tell me?
If I did something, something would happen. You know?
If I earn so much money, I will go to
I'll go to
the moon.
the moon. Okay, yeah, good one.
Hmm. A last passage to a man, but a big passage to humanity. You know that the first time black men go to the moon, yeah, they will make let's see, travel to the moon, and that's the first time black men go to the moon. I don't know what there's a picture, but that's a picture.
I didn't understand what you were trying to say. Try to explain again. No,
But I try to make a sentence.
no. Try to explain because I didn't understand what you were
Ah, you
saying.
don't understand? No,
No.
sorry. No, I don't know that how what's uh, assim, espacial, não sei.
Spacecraft.
Spacecraft, they will make, I don't know if that's happening, it's that, but that's they will make travel to moon.
Hmm.
Big study, I don't know. And the people are unbelievable. I don't know. It's for incredible.
The unbelievable. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. But okay,
Quais são conservadores?
conservative.
Uh, People conservative don't like
Conservative people.
conservative people don't like in the team to go to the moon. There are black men. So other people said, "Oh, that's the first time in a team have black men going to the moon." So that's a form to hate conservative people.
Okay.
They don't like representatividade.
Representativity.
Representativity in that context don't have that don't change anything. If the man is black or white, the capacete,
The helmet.
the helmet don't look that.
Okay.
The
At some
helmet
point,
will still be will still be white. There's no black suits.
what?
There's no black suits now.
No, but the space is already black.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Let's continue. So, the sentence. Juliana and Fernando, please.
More time I would sleep
If I,
and more
if I had.
more time I would sleep more.
Okay.
If I wake up early, I wouldn't feel late.
If I woke up in this case. So, if I woke up early, I wouldn't be late. Okay. So, people, now let's go to the chapter that we'll talk today. Okay. But before we open the book, let's try to read that. Okay, that excerpt. All right. So, João, can you read it, please? I wish.
I wish we were at war. I wish there wasn't any hunger. I wish every child was loved. I wish there was no pollution. I wish we had peace. I wish God talked more. I wish I had a better car. I wish my sister loved me. Loved me. I wish George Bush had lost. I wish his brother had too. I wish I was a better poet. I wish upon a stars once. I wish it. I wish it that wishes mean something. It never came true. Something was
Osborne. Okay, thank you, guys.
Ah,
So, okay, I'll not ask if you understand the the text itself. Well, it is using wish. Yeah, wish as a verb. You know how to use wish as a verb.
I wish I had more time.
I wish I had more time. Well, this is something that we use to talk about what? This is something because all of these things here they really happened, or she's talking about something that is a fact.
I wish some candy.
I wish.
Wish is like
Yeah, but you used wish like wish plus a noun. You didn't use wish plus a verb. Okay, but it's also possible. Say
wish is like how can I say this? Is also
desire.
it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
desire.
exactly. This. It's something that you desire. But in this case, wish. Uh, Notice here that it is used with a past verb. So not I wish I am. I wish we weren't out at war. Okay. So it's like it's when you wish, when you desire that something would be different from what it is really, from what it really is in the reality. Okay. So that is the use of wish. I don't think it's complicated to use this, but we'll check there are different possibilities here. Because, for example, if you notice, I wish George Bush had lost. As you can notice, it's not simple past, it is past
That's perfect.
perfect. Okay, so we can use sometimes the simple past, sometimes the past perfect, sometimes the verb would after wish. We'll check the difference between them. Okay, but mainly you are not going to use a present verb after wish. Okay, but it's basically this. to desire something to be different from what it is in the reality. Okay? Like, do you remember the second condition? The second condition talks about that, using the past to talk about something that is not a real situation. It's unreal. Okay, it's an unreal condition. So it's the unreal past tense. Okay? So let's open the book. Let's go to Unit 12. Unreal past tense. Agnes, can you start reading for us?
Issues about the present. Life has second conditions that relate to issues of the past tense and retrospect about the present. I wish I could be the and building instant future would be better. I wish it wasn't too late. Here, if it wasn't raining, it would be better. I wish they were arriving early. I wish I was were lying on the beach at this moment. I wish I was lying on the beach with Monica, which could also spread a feeling about the present. I wish I could get a better job.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So, as I said, it can be used in a similar way as the second condition. Okay? So it's very similar, but it's not a different way of saying that. Okay? Using wish. So, as I said, you cannot use a present verb after wish. So, if you want to refer to something about the present, you have to use could. Okay? I wish I could. All right? Do you have any doubts here so far? Oh, I think.
I
Yeah.
have
Say it.
what is we're lying? We're lying.
We're
What is lying?
Lying on the beach.
I wish I was lying on the beach.
Oh, lying on the beach at this moment. So it's like,
Ah, okay.
can you continue?
All right. Okay. That's this part.
Wishes about the past.
Okay. With about the past. With about the past, use past perfect in the same way as the third conditional sentence. I wish I had brought an umbrella with me. If I had brought an umbrella with me, it would have been better. I wish I had left early. If we had left early, it would have been better. Hope. Wishes about the future are expressed with hope. I hope you enjoy your trip. I hope I can or will be able to get a better job.
Okay, thank you. So here we checked that the usage of the verb wish with the past perfect. So if I just put wish plus a past simple, which would be the same thing as the second conditional, with the past perfect is the same thing as the third conditional. Okay, so because remember, past perfect is something that already happened that cannot change. Okay, so if you use wish with the past perfect, you're talking normally you are talking about something that already happened, but you desire that to be different. Okay, so it's like sometimes it can express a regret. Okay, you know a regret. So it is normally used to express a regret about the past. Yeah, something that happened, but you regret about that. Okay, see.
The best can be changed at this time, teacher. At this time, the turbo machine.
Okay, okay, okay.
It's
But
like the George Bush one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a fact. Yeah, that happened. So she was.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. This. Yeah,
Turbo machine.
I know. Okay. Uh, and another thing here. Wish will never be used to talk about the future. Okay, so it's something that you expect about the future. So it's not like, oh, I wish you pass the test. No, not I wish you pass the test. Wish doesn't give you the idea of a future expectation. In this case, you have to change the verb and use hope. Hope will give you the idea of future expectation. Okay? I hope, I expect. All right. So pay attention to this.
Esperança.
Yeah, but in this case, it's not a noun, it's a verb.
Imagine that.
Qualquer jeito ainda é, né?
Eu tenho esperança que você consiga passar.
Okay.
Você é tão burro, talvez
Yeah,
eu
because,
passe.
because hope you can replace that by expect.
Yeah.
Expect. Okay. Wishes with would and wouldn't. Juliana, can you?
Yes. Which if you can share about gender behaviors or acts of investment which you change. I wish everyone you leave me alone. I wish you stop interrupting me. I wish you need to do that. Using unreal fastness and barely safely and some tasks. I wish it isn't to run so much. I wish it didn't run so much. To wish someone would do something can also mean that we would like them to do it. Yeah, correct. I wish you ask for my advice more often.
Okay, thank you. So, wish with would, with the model verb would. It is normally to talk about some, normally to, that you wanted to, that something, that an action would be different. Normally you use this to talk about a person. Imagine an action of a person that you don't like that action, and you use would because you expect that this person act differently.
Okay.
Okay, so it can be used normally with that meaning, but sometimes it will, as you can see here, are we, you can give the same meaning with the using the simple past and sometimes the verb would. So I wish it didn't rain so much, or I wish it wouldn't rain so much. Okay, so almost the same thing here. It's a slight difference. Okay, so sometimes no. So imagine. So imagine.
No, thank you. If it's something I hope someone.
Not that I hope is a future expectation. Forget about this.
Não, você quer algo que eu espero que alguém
Yeah,
Also,
yeah, exactly this. So imagine, I wish you would ask for my advice more often. So you don't ask for my advice. I wish you would. Okay, so I expect that you acted differently. Okay, so in this case, I'm talking. I have to use wish with would.
I
Okay,
wish you would stop give homework.
it's my job. Okay, if I were you. So, Fernando, can you?
We use if I were you for giving advice. Note that I use you are expressed more deeply than we. They pause and on at the beginning or at the end. I wouldn't touch that word if I were you. If I were you, I'd go to the police.
Okay, just before you move on, let me just ask you to repeat, everyone. Let me just ask you to repeat some of the words here. Heavily,
Heavily.
police.
Police.
Okay, so can you continue? Fernando?
Would have would son. We can use would have it. I would son because he feels to spread choice. Would you have would you have stay at home? Would you have rather have tea than coffee? Would you rather would someone first person first on you test are using show watch we would like someone else to know or not to know. I'd rather you didn't tell anyone. It would be better if you didn't tell. I'd sooner she went to university and then got a job now.
Okay, thank you. So if I were you, I think it's easy to understand. Yeah. So if I were you, it's just you being put in the place of a different person to say what you would do in this person's place. Okay, basically that. Would rather, would sooner. Are you familiar with these expressions?
Would you rather? Yes.
Yeah. So would you? But it's the same thing. Would you rather is like to express preference. Okay.
Oh.
So I would rather. Yeah, I'd rather have it. I'd have a. I'd rather have tea then coffee. So I prefer tea than coffee. Okay, so you can use in this case it's to express preference. All right,
I would rather.
I would
I
rather,
should have to say
rather.
sooner and rather.
Yeah,
No,
same thing.
That's
Yeah,
like
but would because I would
that
sooner
sound.
it's uncommon. I don't see people using that a lot. Okay, I see I would rather more often than
but
I
it's
would sooner.
confusing.
Yeah, it can be
As
used.
rather.
Okay, yeah, as would rather. It's like we are going to check as if and as though they are the same. Okay,
Good, good. That sounds like a grab rather.
yeah. What?
That's a grab. No, the
Grab?
green. Don't wash the food. That's a grab.
No, not a crab.
What?
It's a toad. Or
Don't. Oh yeah.
yeah, I told you what
That's like
a frog.
that sounds like a frog.
Yeah.
Rather.
Okay. So would prefer. João, can you?
Yes. Would prefer. We can use would prefer plus to infinitive to express a preference. Do you want to go out? No, I think I prefer to stay at home. We can compare preference with rather than. I prefer to go out for a meal tonight rather than stay in and drink. Would prefer plus that plus unreal past or would prefer it if plus unreal past can be used to show that we would like someone else to do or not to do. I prefer that you didn't mention this to anyone. I prefer it if you didn't mention this to anyone. We can also use would prefer plus person plus to infinitive with the same meaning. I prefer you not to mention this to anyone. Continue.
Okay, no. Yeah, just up. Say.
When it start to be mad in class, okay.
What?
Would prefer plus that plus unreal pass or would prefer plus
Well, what is the question?
that's math.
Oh, that's
teacher.
math. Yeah, but it's like
That's
math.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Would
yeah. But grammar
prefer,
is like structure. Is a logical thing, a logical range of
oh, that's
things.
not logical. That's illogical.
No, of course it is logical.
That's difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult because
Kind of
it's a
confusing.
yeah, it's confusing. If you try to remember all of the specific steps, you're going to get confused about
Yeah,
this.
people
So
people don't remember they don't think about the grammatic structure. They don't only say don't speak.
yeah,
I don't say that.
of course, I'm gonna ask you to record everything, yeah, step by step. But try to know the concept behind it. Okay.
Okay.
So for example, would prefer it's kind of similar to would rather actually. But would prefer with the verb prefer, just notice that with the verb prefer you don't use then. You say I prefer tea to coffee, not I prefer to tea than coffee. But you can use instead of to, you can use rather than. Okay, so you can replace to by rather than. So I would prefer tea rather than coffee. Okay, but you don't use then alone. Okay, alone you use to. It's like in Portuguese. It's something interesting about this because we with the verb prefer in Portuguese, preferir, we use this completely wrongly because
Yeah.
we say, eu prefiro isso do que aquilo, mas eu prefiro isso àquilo. The proposition is different. The proposition is different.
É aquele A com crase?
Yeah, in this case, yeah. Okay.
São brasileiro tem que aprender
Eu,
isso.
eu prefiro o chá ao café, não do que o café.
Aprender.
Alright? Basically the same thing here, okay? So you prefer to, okay? But you can use rather than in the sense of a comparison to. Okay, it's here. Yeah, no doubts, no problem. Basically, these verbs they are used to express preference. Would
Yeah.
rather, would sooner, prefer, I would prefer.
I would rather
Okay.
that than
Now let's check. It's time plus unreal past. Agnes, can you?
that's real.
It's like unreal past
Yes.
express what you're doing and moving out to do. I should already know. It's time to get about some new one. It's
already in preposition. If I plan to do that, we also use time
Okay, can you just go to the end?
as it as to real comparison it as it as to here example which present or future he looks as if he wants to live real. It seems as to him are closer than real. It doesn't look as if I never never lived my debit. Real comparison, which as if and then Rachel went to was for to the present to the comparison between the real and imaginary. She acts as if she was worth real. Real she isn't.
Okay, okay. Let me try to explain everything here. So it's time, but this part, it's time plus a past verb. I already mentioned this, I think, when we were studying past tense, something like this. So if I'm not mistaken. So it's time plus the unreal past is used to express what you think you should do. Okay. So in this case, I know that it sounds awkward to us. But in this case, you're not going to use, again, a present verb. You're going to use a past verb. Okay? So, it's time I bought some news. No, it's time I buy. Okay? It's time I bought. Because it's something that you should do. In the sense of something that you should do. You ought to do.
Some news,
Hmm?
newspaper. Newspaper. She bought the newspaper. You bought the news.
No, no, it's time I bought new ones in this case because my
Oh,
shoes are already wearing out actually. So are wearing out, so they don't
okay, I
fit me
understand.
anymore. Okay.
I understand you bought news. Okay,
No, no, no. It's time I
no
bought
one.
some new ones. Okay, not news, new.
He paid to know a news the others don't know.
Okay. So it's in that sense. Okay, just pay attention to this because with the expression, it's time. Just use a past verb after it. Okay.
Okay.
As if and as though. Do you know these expressions?
No.
As if and as though.
Yes.
I think, yeah, yeah. As if. If you know what is as and you know what is if, you know what is as if. Okay.
Okay.
But as though it sounds different because though is used in a concessive way. So we say that, oh, though it is sunny outside, I'll stay at home. Yeah, using a concessive way, like despite or although. But here, with the conjunction as, you have to use as though in the sense of as if. So as though is the same as if. Okay? I know, because if I read like this, he looks as if he wants to leave. Normally, in a colloquial way, we just say, he looks like he wants to leave. We use like in this case, yeah. But like is wrong, okay? Like is wrong. Informally, it is possible to say. Everyone says like this. But like
Yeah,
should be used as a preposition, not as a conjunction. Okay? He,
I understand. I understand.
yeah, yeah.
Next round, the correct is you don't like me.
Okay. So
You say
he looks as if. Okay, not in this case you cannot use like.
no.
As if he wants to live. Okay, it appears he wants to live. All right,
Okay.
it seems he wants to live. All right, you can use as if or as though. So you can say he looks as though he wants to live. There's no problem. All right,
The same.
hmm?
It's the
The same. As if and as though is the same.
It's like he looks like he wants to live.
Uh, he looks like he wants to live. You can say it looks he wants to live.
Yeah.
Why it's because look like, for example, after like you have to use a noun because like is a preposition. So after preposition, you cannot use not whole clause, a whole clause. You cannot use a whole clause after preposition. So like a verb, all the structure, you cannot use. So you may say, oh, she talks like a parrot. Yeah, she talks like a parrot. You can use in this sense. It's correct. Um, But you cannot. But if you use a whole clause, you cannot use like because you have to use a preposition because a conjunction. Sorry, a conjunction will connect two clauses. Okay, so in this case, of course, that you might see on day to day that people say like they use like all the time. So they use like even as a conjunction, but it is grammatically wrong. Okay, so she acts as if she was at work. Just remember this, okay? With if, as if, you can use was or were in this case. Okay? As if she was or were queen. She acts like, yeah, she was a queen. It is wrong because, look, she was a queen. She was queen. It is a clause because you have a subject, a verb, and a complement. Okay, you have a verb here, so it's a clause. So you have to use a conjunction, not a preposition in this case. Yeah. So
Where are you? I don't understand.
I'm explaining this part here
Okay. What is the part of the queen? Oh, no.
because
Ah,
as if you are using it as a comparison. You should do a comparison
Okay.
about something. Okay.
Oh, that's
if
funny,
to refer
teacher.
to some,
That's a lot of funny. I love that.
as a comparison, and if to refer to some.
I'm sorry.
Because as if, como se, right? So it's like she's acting like she was a queen, como se fosse uma rainha, right? Yeah. So basically this.
Teacher.
Or you can use as though. I'm just saying that sometimes we are used to using like in this case. So she's acting like she was a queen. Or not like she was a queen. As if she was a queen, okay? I'm just saying that grammatically like is wrong in that sense. Okay?
I'm
But
sorry.
as if and as though they are just used to make comparisons.
I'm sorry. I learned the as like comparative term only as I before that I learned as like other things. So that's fine too. As with double S.
Okay, let's forget this.
So as if
Moving on.
S.
Sometimes you can leave the if out. Okay, so sometimes you say she acts as she was. Yeah. Sometimes you just leave it out. So let's try to do the exercise. Yeah,
No, it doesn't. Why is this like?
because I have to practice.
Your favorite part, Vander.
Okay. So number one, people, underline the correct form. Okay, underline the correct form. Uh, Juliana, can you start reading the first one?
Yes. Parents who love work often in which they have had more time to spend with their children.
Okay, so this one is already made. So parents who also work often wish they had. Okay, not have is not possible because have which would be present, not present but after wish. So had is the answer in this case. Okay, let's follow the example. Let's try to do the other ones. Okay,
Okay.
so the second one. Can you understand?
Okay. Yeah, okay. No doubt. No doubt. I'm trying to take my pen. No doubt the prime minister now wishes he listened or had listened to what other people were saying before he made his decision.
Okay, so now we have to think. Simple past or past perfect? Because what is the difference when I use wish plus simple past or wish plus past perfect? What is the difference?
One you can't change, and
Mhm.
the other you are imagining it be different.
Perfect. That's it. Okay. So when you use this, basically, when you just use the simple past, you are just saying you are just talking about something. Yeah, like it's a real past tense. So you're talking about something that you wish it to be different. Okay. But when you use the past perfect, it is something that already happened and you cannot change what you regret about that thing. So which one is the best choice here?
I think
And
that
listen.
Yeah, have listen. Okay, so B is had listed. Okay, because it already happened. Okay, so it's a regret. Okay, people. Okay, okay. C. Um, John, can you
Local
Oh,
counselors?
counselors say they wish more people could or would let them know what they think about the new anti-smoking laws.
Okay, thank you. So, could or would? Try to refresh my memory regarding that thing, the usage of could or would after the verb wish. What is the difference between that?
Would is something that happened. Is it something in the past?
Not my language.
Would is
something you want?
Yeah, you want. Normally, what you want, that a behavior of someone would be different.
Oh, yeah.
so could can change and would not.
This is would. Could is like what you wish in the present. It's not like it's a present fact. It's like different. If you notice here, like
Wishes with could also express feeling about the present.
yeah.
So I think it's good.
Hello, Gabriel. Are you here?
Gabriel? Who is Gabriel?
Can you open your microphone, guy?
Eu acho que tá todo mundo aqui.
Ele entrou por ali,
Cara,
mano. Ele tá ali em cima.
tem 4 meninas. Só tem 3 aqui. Onde é que estão 4?
Não tem certeza se eu sou menino? Você não sabe meu gênero.
Hello,
Você
good
não
morning,
sabe.
guy.
Então tá, tem 3 meninas e um combinado da turma.
Can you open your microphone?
Ele entrou por aqui, cara.
Não, eu simplesmente não sei de quem vocês estão falando. Eu achei que tava todo mundo aqui.
Caralho, o menino senta ali.
Aquele que ficou.
Aquele que tá com careca.
Ele perguntou que.
Ok.
Não, eu perguntei se foi
Se
exército
foi
ou câncer.
câncer ou exército.
E ele respondeu exército.
So yeah,
Aí
I'm
você
going
fica
to.
estranho se você câncer.
Okay. Yeah, I cannot. I'll try to do something here. I'll try to connect my cell phone to check the answers that you are putting on the chat. Okay?
Que ouve, né?
Because if I open the presentation, I cannot check the chat at the same time. So I'll try to connect my cell phone to the link.
Se qualquer coisa.
Não cantou pra você reto pra sua cabeça.
Mas pra tem sessão.
Meu filho da puta, ele queria me chamar pro terreiro. Pô, ele sabe que eu gosto do meu cabelo.
Mas, cara, você pode
Pegou
ir.
um caipira.
Você pode ir.
Eu sou gordinho, se eu raspar a cabeça, vai parecer um Buda.
É o período da
Nossa, vai parecer aquele coisinho de sal. Que é um corpinho.
Eu tenho um rosto muito redondo, viado. Que isso, não?
Só pra crescer.
Como se fosse fácil pra mim, né?
É, só ver.
Eu substituo o miojinho da tarde pelo quê?
Pó integral com queijo Minas. E aí você vai.
Nossa, porque queijo Minas depois de integrar com uma barata.
Ou
Muito
um maço de
miojo.
cigarro, um maço de cigarro, um papelzinho tranquilo.
Não,
Pelo menos
você
eu não-
pode substituir por outras coisas. Pode fazer uma crepioca. Se for uma cartela de ovo e compensar com tapioca que vai durar umas 2 semanas.
Pelo menos eu não tenho dieta da comida 21 anos. Você não faz TikTok no 21 anos?
Não faz tempo pra ter TikTok.
A TikTok não perde tempo. Qualquer tempo que você tem, você ganha.
Você vai ficar desperdiçando rolando vídeo.
É.
Vai ganhar na maioria.
Quem disse que não vai agregar? Se você soubesse da piada da menina de 21 anos, você ficava triste. Acordar já com...
Na sala.
Okay, now I am connected. Okay. There's a problem here with the microphone.
É uma boa ideia, cara. André, é uma boa ideia. Um maço de cigarro e um papel tranquilo.
Vale. A melhor debate, melhor estratégia.
Em
Melhor.
alguns anos você vai ter câncer de estômago.
Tu não passa por 60, cara. Vai tudo certo. Até lá vai viver.
Não. E depois de sobremesa, uma fatia gelada.
É isso aí, mano.
Essa
Congelada, junto com leite e sorvete.
Não, você sabe o que é fatia gelada, não?
Não.
É aquele vape. É aquele cigarro eletrônico.
Mas é de quente?
Não, porque a fruta gelada nesse caso, porque vem muitos com sabor de fruta e muitos deles dizem que dá uma gelada na garganta.
Que horror. Você sabia que o cigarro eletrônico tem mais nicotina que um cigarro normal?
Vicia mais, é. Eu tenho um amigo viciado nessa fruta. Vai morrer cedo essa fruta. E não vai ser por causa do cigarro, vai ser por causa de pinada de moto mesmo.
Tipo, é muito mais tóxico.
Faz sentido.
Aquele famoso,
Talvez,
ai,
talvez as pessoas queiram matar alguma coisa dentro delas.
talvez elas mesmas.
É.
Ele vai, para de tomar refrigerante. Ah, meu avô morreu por causa tomando refrigerante? Não, cuidando da própria vida.
Ah, aquela boa Coca-Cola de manhã, adoro.
Acabou com aqui. Substituiu por Pepsi, tá achando que é diferente.
É, gente, eu quero ficar mais saudável, eu substituo você do dia.
So let's go.
Geladeira já foi.
Bora.
Okay, so about letter C. Could or would?
I think it's good.
Good.
I think it's good.
Would. Julia? Good.
She's good.
Good.
I only want wood.
And Gabriel said would.
Tchau.
Yeah, it is would.
Só porque foi do contra, mulher. Só porque foi do contra lá.
Yeah, because you wish that the behavior, okay, would be different. Okay, so say they wish more people would, yeah, let them know what they think about. So you wish that the behavior of someone would be different. So in this case, you have to use would.
But it's someone that is present can change.
That's when you are saying it. Oh, that's obvious. You don't know because you
No, I didn't say this. I didn't say this. Okay. Okay.
You don't.
In this
But
case,
it's something
that.
present.
So they wish more people. No, but they wish people would, not could. Because what is the could? What is the sense of could? Could let, would let makes more sense, yeah. Or could
But
let.
good is not wrong.
No, in this case, it is wrong because it's unnatural to say this. Wish more people could let them know. Could let them, would let them know.
It's more like an action.
Yeah, because could. What is the meaning of could?
Poder?
Yeah. But it's like would. It sounds more natural in this case.
Power. That's so strange.
Okay.
No. Yeah, it's poder, mas that's not power.
Okay. D. Fernando, can you?
Why are you doing that? Because I can.
Many people wish. Many people wish that fast food companies would stop children with adversity.
What about now?
Oh.
Escaping.
What is head in this case? Before, would I rather, where?
What is advertising?
Uh, Advertising. Advertising, for example, propaganda.
Ah,
Okay.
okay, teacher, head in this case, head is what? Past? The present.
Had past perfect.
Past, that's past perfect. That's something in the past, no?
Yeah, it's a regret about the past. If you use
So
it.
that's good. No,
Yeah, because
that's not past.
Remember,
They
past perfect with wish, it's something that is referring to the third conditional. Okay, so it's an impossible conditional, an impossible situation to change.
Oh. I see. I think that's good because that can change now.
Would stop.
Would stop.
Would stop.
Fast food can
I know.
stop.
If fast food campaigns had stopped to that on past, that can change. But if
But the past you cannot.
nowadays my brother and I don't be how can I say obese?
Obese.
Obese. Yeah, that's.
Obese, okay.
Eu
Would
não sou
stop.
obeso, mas meu irmão é. Tem 13 anos e 120 quilos.
Yeah.
É,
Oh my
God.
É sério isso? Quanto eu tenho?
Ah, é baixinho, tipo, ele é alto pra idade,
Mas
né?
assim,
Ele
tem
é,
13
tipo,
anos, ele ainda vai crescer.
a gente torce pra isso. Mas ele tem que parar de se alimentar do jeito que se alimenta, né? Também.
Sim, tipo, ele não vai deixar de ser obeso, mas ele vai, assim, ele não vai ficar magro, mas ele vai deixar de ser obeso. Porque durante a adolescência que a gente tem um crescimento, E aumenta a altura, diminui e você diminui a gordura.
Quer
Também
dizer,
tudo bem.
a pessoa cresce até quantos anos?
Homem, vai ter 18.
Droga!
Ok?
19. Tem que crescer um pouquinho mais.
Tem casos que falam que vai ter uma.
Mas depende da
Se eu
genética.
fizer uma,
Tá
se eu fizer uma
aqui,
academia, eu já posso dar aquecida, né? Porque a
Mano,
gravidade.
tu tem que
Não, se você fizer academia, você vai
Vai
aumentar a
crescer
sua
ainda.
muscular e
Vai ficar
você
mais-
Okay,
vai aumentar
okay,
a
so
sua
let's go.
vai gastar mais energia.
Who's next? You read the last one? No, no. So it's you now.
Eat that body.
Local residents generally wish that tourists didn't live at that later behind the town.
Okay. So didn't have or hadn't left. So hadn't. What do you think?
What is legal?
Litter is like trash. In this case, like trash.
So I hadn't left.
Hadn't left.
Yes.
Let's check. Didn't leave.
Ok. Eu tinha me distraído total. Então.
Okay. This is didn't leave because uh, it's not something that you cannot change in the past. It's not like a regret about the past. Okay. So in this case, it's just something that you wish it to be different. But it's not like something that you cannot change. It's an impossible situation. Okay. So in this case,
But it's also past, you cannot take
that's the problem. When you use the past perfect, you're talking about something that is past. Okay, that is something that you cannot change. When you are using the simple past, you are just using something that you imagine. Okay, you wish this something to be different. It's like the usage of the simple past in the second condition. So, for example, if you say, "Oh, if I worked harder, I would have more money." Okay, it's not
In this
like
case, he didn't work.
no. Yeah, you're not working hard. You're expressing that you're not working hard. But in this case, you're not talking about a specific fact in the past. You're talking about a possibility, okay? Something that you imagine.
That's a possibility. That's correct. No. If you get
The
that,
possibility is not something that is real. It's a possibility.
what? That no, yeah.
Yeah.
If that's imagined, that's
If I
not
work,
real.
yeah. If I work, no. If I work it harder,
Uh,
okay. I'm not working hard in this case.
Yeah.
Okay, but the fact that I worked harder didn't exist.
Yeah.
That's imagination.
That's
Okay, so it's not real past. It's unreal past.
that's what I'm saying. That's unreal.
Okay,
That's
okay.
not happening.
So the past perfect is different because the past perfect, when you use the past perfect, you're talking about something that is concrete.
Teacher, I would be with
But it's
had
concrete.
been if I listen your voice two times.
Okay, yeah, I have to.
But
I
teacher,
don't know how to deactivate the microphone.
but teacher,
Because
this
it's my
is
microphone. That is,
also this is also concrete. The people still have that. Yeah. The people just last the leader.
Start to speak in English, not German.
don't do this. Come on. So, say it again.
But it is concrete. The leader is there.
Okay, but look, many people wish that fast food companies,
No, it's
local residents generally wish that tourists so much. Okay, well, look at the action. Didn't live. Okay, this is because action they live. The didn't live doesn't exist. Sorry,
Yeah.
the didn't live doesn't exist in this case. Okay, it's like in the same example that I gave you. If I worked hard, I worked hard. No, so this is not a real fact. It's a real past. It didn't happen actually. Okay, so the fact of didn't live, it didn't happen in the past. Okay, so you're talking about something that you wish to be different. It's like, for example, do you remember the George Bush? I wish George Bush hadn't won. I wish George Bush hadn't won. In this case, because it was concrete.
Yeah.
Okay, so you regret about that thing. In this case, it's different because you are talking about something that is just an imaginary, something that you wish. You desire this thing to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, but it didn't.
Let's remember me and me when the man is so smart when he is wrong, he think the exercise is wrong.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Come on. So,
I'm sorry.
F. Andrea, can you?
Oh, F. Okay. I have had nothing but trouble with this computer, and now I wish that I didn't buy or I had not bought it. I think that had not bought.
Yeah, because you saw the answer.
What?
Because you saw the answer. No, but do you notice the difference in this
Você
case?
tinha mostrado a resposta?
Yeah, because I touched the screen.
Oh my
But,
gosh,
but can you
teacher.
notice, people? But can you notice the difference in this case?
Yeah, because one don't in simple past that it didn't bought the
Yeah.
It's clear.
the computer, but he bought the computer, so had not because he can change it.
Yeah, exactly this. So, in this case,
But teacher,
You
he can
cannot-
change-
The
he
computer is
can
also
sell
part.
he can sell the computer. He can change the past in this case.
No.
But not the same.
yeah, it will not change the past because you can sell, but the fact that you bought it's already a fact. You cannot change that fact, even if you sell it.
You erase that in your mind.
Okay, so had not bought it. All right, Juliana, can you continue, please?
Yes. When we grow older, with the hindsight, we all wish that we had spent our time at school more
Profitably, profitably, profitably,
Profitable.
I can say it.
profitably.
Profitably.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so what about now?
Wait,
What is hindsight?
Hindsight is like when you start seeing things about your past, okay, about your life, about
Highlight.
What is profitable?
about highlight. Highlight is like the best moments.
Okay.
Hindsight. Hindsight is like do you know what a sight? Sight, okay? Hindsight is like you start seeing things from your past.
Ah,
Okay?
hi.
Like
Okay.
it's like a
Memories.
Some
yeah
trauma.
retrospective.
Some trauma.
Good
A
memories.
retrospective.
Oh, okay. Retrospective. Okay. Profitably. What is profitably?
Profit. Do you know what is profit?
No.
A profit business is something that gives you money. Okay.
Oh.
So yeah. So profitably is the adverbial form. Profitable. For example, if I say, "Oh, your business is profitable."
Okay.
Yeah. So it gives you a lot of
That's
money.
something good.
Yeah. If it gives you money, it's good.
No, but good in Portuguese, it's like lucrativo.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's
No. But
that's bad.
adjectivo is an adjective. Profitably is the adverbial.
Okay.
Okay.
Headspin. I think it's a headspin.
Had spent.
Headspin. That's
Had spent. You know. Average.
Head.
Spent. I wish that we spent our time at school more profitably. Yeah, because when we grow older, with hindsight,
They can
we
change
all wish that we. Yeah, it's like
They can't change.
we're talking about a regret.
They can't change it until the time machine will be created.
Okay,
But-
but it's not a real fact
You
nowadays.
can change a thing, but not
Okay.
the sentence.
Teacher, I will create the first travel machine. Will you use it?
Yeah, you.
That will be possible.
So the next one, Juliana, can you?
Yes.
No, you read the last one, yeah. One last, so it's zero.
We wish we knew or would know how to solve the problems of vandalism. But so far, we haven't come up with a perfect solution.
Okay, so knew or would know?
Good no.
Would know?
Ah, no. We wish we knew.
Would know, I think would know.
Would know.
Yeah, would know this. Would know can be. Would is prefer. I prefer know that, but I wish we knew that's a past that's not exist. They don't have the solution.
Hmm.
If they don't have the solution, they are imagining, oh, if we have the solution.
Mhm.
So I'm vice. I will be with wish new because I like to be
We wish we knew. Knew or would know?
we knew.
Knew.
No, we knew no, would know.
Would know.
I will believe in would know because he go to we knew. I like to be the counter.
Okay.
I told you, wouldn't know.
So now we are going to the news. Okay. Agnes,
I will
Fernando,
knew now.
would you know?
Ah, sim. Ouviu?
Would know? Juliana?
What do you choose? Would know. Everybody choose would know, and I'm the only way would know.
And this is. I didn't check Gabriel. Gabriel, I had to go get out of the chat. Okay, get out actually, get out of the link because I had a problem here with the fact that
I'm
that
not
my sound is passing through my phone, so it's
like
kind of awkward.
like my favorite dark and say, I'm not your enemy.
Okay,
I'm the enemy.
because look at this. Would, wish, would, something. Would, yeah, you wish would was a verb. In this case, you are talking about something that you would like to change a general behavior, a general habit. No, yeah,
That's a preference.
it's not a preference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like rather no.
yeah, yeah. No, it's different. It's not a real preference, but it's something that you would like to change a general habit or general behavior of a person. In this case, it's not about this, okay? It's just
You
the normal wish.
That's like I said, the new was
Okay?
chosen
So we wish
because
we knew how to solve the problem, but
they
we don't know how
they,
to solve.
they don't know how
Okay?
to solve. It's not because I would like to be
Yes,
the
yeah, it's
counter.
not like a general habit in this case, okay? So the last one, Leon, can you?
Doctors say they wish that more people paid or had paid attention to the amount of salt they consume.
Okay, so page or had paid.
Doctors say they wish that more people. They don't do that. That's paid. People don't pay the attention in the that's thing.
Entendeu? Não dá.
Juliana já tem entrado nisso.
Wait,
Os adultos queriam que as
it's
pessoas
not a problem to say something wrong here. We are just trying to learn. I know that it's hard to get from the first time.
What?
Andrew, what do you think? Wait.
Ah,
Okay. And the final one,
nossa, eu percebi que fica bem mais fácil quando você lê a questão.
Agnes.
I hope you wish I could do what you say, but I'm afraid I can't.
Okay, let's just repeat people. Politicians. Everyone, politicians.
Politicians.
Okay, so I hope, I wish. This one I think is easy because hope is a future expectation, and wish is something that you desire to be different in the past normally or in the present.
Right? I think that in that case it's a wish because
Wish.
so
I
I will expect they say they because I can be the counter and the
Wish.
I wish.
I wish.
What about you people?
It's gonna be hope.
Choose one. Choose one.
Wish. Wish.
Oh,
Cheese. Wish.
oh.
Not hope. Okay.
I prefer. I prefer. How can I say, Kai?
Fall.
I prefer fall alone than win together.
You said then. I prefer then, not prefer then.
I, I, prefer,
I would
I prefer to.
I prefer to. I prefer fall alone to we together.
Okay. So let's go.
Let's go.
Number two.
Number two.
So choose the correct option A, B, or C to complete the sentence about the generation gap. Okay. So letter A. Can you?
Okay. It's time that older people started listening to what younger people say. I believe that.
Okay. So in this case, it's time you know that you have to use a past verb, so which is started. Okay. So letter B, Juliana.
Some older people treat teenagers as if they like are dangerous.
Okay, so we have were, would, or prefer, as if they.
As if they were out who were a. I think it's a
A,
word.
A,
Because would don't make sense.
Where?
were. Yeah, I think it can
Word,
be.
word, word.
Prefer,
Yeah,
is,
it has to be A.
prefer is impossible.
Yeah.
Prefer.
So, João.
Some older people wish their lack more police officers on the street and blame all bad behavior on the young.
So, some older people wish that were, had been, or are.
Were that were more police officers are more police.
Some old people wish there are. I think that's are there are more police
I think
officers
it's
Are
on
true.
the street and blame all
Were, Agnes, are, Juliana, were, and it is were. People wish. So, not wish that are. Come on.
Okay.
Wish that were. You cannot use wish that are.
No, I know that. I choose that because I know that people would say were.
Okay.
But Agnes, this how can I say? Acabou.
Ended.
Ended my plan. She chose R. I don't know why. She's my friend now.
Stop with that.
I'm
Stop
the.
with that.
I-
Come on,
I-
come on,
I'm,
come on, come on. So who's next? You, huh?
I'm Coringa. She's the thief who killed Batman's father.
Her,
Perhaps.
and that young people make more responsible toward other people.
Okay, towards people. Towards people. Let's repeat. Towards.
Toward.
Okay, towards.
What is behind to watch?
Maybe. Like maybe. Okay.
That young people more responsible for.
So the options. Acted, would act, or act. Would act,
Act.
act.
That's affirmative. So I'm between act and would act, but anyone choose acted because that's impossible. I'm saying that's impossible. Acted. I'm choosing acted. Don't choose.
So let's check. A. Acted.
No, that's B. Would act.
Oh, no, sorry. A. T. Acted. Because I touched the screen. Sorry, I touched the screen. But C
Teacher.
is A.
I choose that A because I believe that can't be. That's not possible.
No. Because pay attention. It's time. Okay, there, young people. It's time. With it's time, the expression have to use a past verb. Okay. So it's time is like young people should be. Yeah, should
Teacher,
show more
listen to
responsibility
me. I
towards.
think I'm translating in my mind because in Portuguese that makes sense. You say because é tempo dos adolescentes começarem, tipo, você não fala no passado.
It's not Portuguese. It's not
Okay,
Portuguese.
but teacher,
Okay.
my mother language is Portuguese. That
Oh,
makes
yeah,
sense.
I know that. Yeah, I know that. But you have to try to do the exercise of getting out of that.
In English, when I use
But it
this
was-
time, the word time, I'm talking about past. That's it.
No. let me try to explain something. I know that it's very
I'm not
difficult to
understanding.
understand.
I'm not understanding.
Because look at this. I know that we use the past, but this past is not real past. This is why. Look at the title of the unit. It's unreal past. So it's not the past that happened. It's the past that we wish it to be different. Okay, we wish it was different.
I know the normal past.
Uh huh.
I know the past before the past. I know the past who continue progressing on present,
Okay.
and
I
now
know you're crazy.
now I need to know the past don't happen.
Yeah. This is not a real past because it's an imaginary situation. Okay, the past. So it's like you wish that thing would be different or was different.
And I didn't say about the past who start on past, continue progress on past, and stop on past.
Okay, okay.
Continuous
Okay,
past.
let me try to explain. So these unreal past tense, we are using the verbs in the past, but they are not about things that already happened. Okay, they are things that we imagine. Okay, we imagine about these. Okay, so they are not perfect actions. Okay, concluded actions. They are unreal. Okay, unreal actions. So it's to talk about hypotheses. Okay, they are
Okay.
hypotheses.
That probability.
Okay, and the probability, the hypothesis.
That could happen. So I
It could be different. Okay, it's like do you know? Imagine. Do you know?
perhaps no, perhaps not. In past, if I had more, como é que se confiante, tinha uma autoestima mais elevada.
If I had a higher self-esteem,
If I had higher self-esteem, I I would know.
I would.
No, I would know. In something passes, simple past. No, I weren't.
Oh,
Oh,
I would.
I didn't pass.
I
Suffer
would.
bullying. I didn't.
I would.
I wouldn't suffer bullying.
I would. I wouldn't suffer bullying.
Bullying.
Bullying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it's a good example. Okay.
It's a good example. But I don't know. I use
No,
it.
no. You can use in this case.
You,
In this case, you could use. I wouldn't have suffered bullying.
I wouldn't have. Oh.
Yeah, because you use the mixed conditional.
Okay, but teacher, say you now teach me to use would had. So how will you
Would had.
put
I would have. Would have is possible. I
oh,
would have.
would had? Okay, you teach me to use would had, but in this case, why in this case? Perhaps I'm too younger. I use it simple past.
No, but it's different because you are talking about a condition. In this case,
Yes.
it's different. Okay, it's different. It's not like a conditional.
No, it's
Okay?
what?
No, it's not a conditional. It can be related to a condition, but it's not a
No,
condition.
I know. But it's a belief. They say, oh, teenagers or younger
It's
young people don't respect the old people, but old people don't respect young people. So that's a
No, come on.
the,
Try-
the unrespect
This
is
is
the
going to give
respect
us
in this
much.
case.
No, come on.
The
Stop.
equality. That's equality.
Okay, just stop that. But what you have to understand is the usage of the past here is not to talk
Yeah.
about things that happened. Okay, so forget about this thing.
Okay.
It's unreal. Okay,
Unreal
so
past.
I know that this is hard to yeah to learn
Implement.
because you have to abstract from the things that you have already learned. Okay,
I think we need to hearing us start to learn like child.
okay.
Listen,
Let's continue.
That's how can I say aquelas músicas infantis, this how can I say música infantil?
Childish song.
So that we need to start to listen child songs because
Childish.
they are the real teacher. They teach me a lot of things.
Okay, so who's next? Who's the last? Yeah, so
I listen. Mas
No,
não,
no,
não
no.
foi ele.
Oh,
Foi
sorry,
ele.
so it's you.
Ele não
So,
falou alguma coisa.
so E.
Many other people like the world to be both.
No, it's
No.
easy. E.
Generally speaking.
Ah, okay. Generally speaking, most people like spend their time Other young people.
Okay, so generally speaking, young people wish, would rather, or hope.
Go X.
So, what do you think?
Would rather.
Okay, would rather.
Hope is strange because that's future. They don't think of. And wish, I would be like wish because I know that I think that's wrong. Not the other, I think that's
Come on,
wrong.
come on,
It's
come on.
correct.
Look at that one. Spent. Spent is present, right?
Present. Yeah.
Discard wish. Discard wish. It cannot be wish.
I know, teacher.
So don't choose that. Don't choose that. Don't pick that one.
But
Okay.
if I choose the correct one, the others will choose correct
So
one too.
in this case, we are trying to infer preference, right? So it can just be would rather.
Would rather. I know that would rather.
Would rather. Okay. Agnes, can you continue?
Many other people claim they want to be just the same as it was when they are young.
Okay, okay. So rather, would prefer, or as though.
Older people don't wish that young people were. Shit. I believe it.
This one I think is easy.
I think it's right.
Rather.
Ah,
So,
tá, é o F, meu Deus, tá no F.
many older people rather the word to be just
Ah, eu não sei, vou chutar, é o B.
be.
I'm random now.
Would prefer.
Teacher, I'm so tired now. I'm confused in Portuguese
Uh-huh.
and English. That's so
Fernando, what do you think?
Jojo Bizarre Adventure.
Agnes, what do you think? Juliana?
Aí tá muito humilde, cara.
Rather? Fernando?
Fugir?
And you, Agnes? No? May I say?
Peraí.
It is
Ah, that's
would prefer. Okay? Pay attention, people. There is one thing that will make not possible to use any other option here. Because look at this. Many other people blank the word to be. You need what? You need a verb, right? The only verb in between the options is would prefer. The other ones are not verbs. Because look at this. Rather is not the same thing as would rather. You have to pay attention because rather alone is an adverb. It's an intensifier, like very, like quite, like extremely. It's an intensifier. So rather is different from would rather. Would rather is a verb. Okay, rather alone no. Would prefer is a verb. As though is not a verb. As though is a conjunction. So you have to use a verb. So the only verb is the only possible choice here. Okay. So would prefer. Okay. G. André.
Yeah, older people also wish that young people like would prefer more polite. Would prefer no. He just behave. I'm sorry.
So older people also wish the young
He just
people.
behave more polite.
So G has behaved, didn't behave, would behave. So you think it is?
Didn't behave.
Didn't behave. What about the rest of you?
Oh no, didn't behave. It's past. Don't happen. Old people are boring, so the correct one is had behaved because that can change. I'm sorry, Kate. I changed it to 8.
But it's not something that you can change if you
What
use a
is
past perfect.
what is what?
It's really it's quite the opposite because
Yeah.
How you behave is not something that you can change. It's something that you cannot change. It's something that already happened,
Yeah,
and you just
but
regret about that.
because they believe the young people
What
are
is
not.
polite? What is what? Polite.
Polite, polite is educated. Politely,
Is
yeah, polite is educated. Politely is the way, yes, is the adverbial form. Politely.
Ah, não. Caraca, essa pessoa me quebrou agora.
So, what do you think? Hmm?
would hate.
Would,
Would hate.
Say I'm
Não?
wrong. Say I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong. Eu já coloquei resposta no caderno. Se eu estiver errado, eu tô
Se-
fudido.
no, that was not here. It is, okay?
Caraca,
Would
as duas respostas
behave.
que eu coloquei
Would
aqui estão erradas.
behave,
Meu
okay?
Deus.
Because again, it's something, okay, it's, you want, because when you use uh, wish plus would is in the sense of changing, yeah, or something that you desire to be different, but not in the general aspect. You want to something like a general behavior, okay, a general habit to be different, okay. So here in this case, you are talking about young people. You wish that young people would act different from the way that they are used to acting, okay. So in this case, you have to use would because you're talking about a general behavior, okay. Age, Juliana.
Some people think that uh, 16 years old were given the vote.
Okay, so some people think age, so as if it's time they wouldn't prefer. Okay, so it's time,
They
it's time
wouldn't prefer.
wouldn't prefer. Think they wouldn't prefer.
Não faz sentido.
They
What do you
think
think? It's time, so check.
Time is the only.
It's B.
It's
It's
time.
time.
It's time to stop.
João.
Many young people, however, have no faith in politics and just wish the world went different.
And just wish the word. So, is, have been, were. I think this one is easy. And you, Fernando, what do you think? Act. Were,
That word.
Andrea. Were,
This case I will
and cheese, were. Okay? Simple. This
No.
one is simple.
That don't have any left. Don't have any.
And finally, J.
Don't have any fun.
Fernando.
Some of them think if everyone just left them alone and stopped asking them for their opinions.
Okay, so some of them would rather as though would prefer it.
As
Would rather
as thought.
though
would rather.
would rather.
Caraca, você deu escolha.
So what do you think? Juliana.
A.
A. Agnes. A2. Everyone except Andrea. It is C. People.
Ai,
So some of them would prefer it if everyone just left them alone and stopped asking them for their opinions.
Would prefer it. What?
Some of
É o
them
que eles
would
preferem, é o que eles
rather
querem.
everyone just left them.
Ah, não tinha a regra lá que o Woody Header era pra. Deixa eu ver.
Oh, because yeah,
Would prefer it. it's like
It's strange.
So some of them would rather if everyone just left them
Acho que é
out.
por causa do infinitivo, uma parada assim, coisa do if.
Yeah, would prefer it is okay, but why
Às vezes
not
passa
would you
por
rather? Some of them would you rather.
Quer dizer que eu escolhi literalmente a única resposta que está 100% errada.
No. It's would prefer it. Look at this. Look at this part here. Would prefer plus that plus on real price, or would prefer plus it if okay is already a random formula. Can be used to show what we would like someone else to do or not to do. So some of them would prefer
É, because eu would prefer é com it ou it. Would have com tem. Agora, teacher, it's time to break, não?
but
yeah
but teacher is also a comparison.
because
Here, oh,
some of
I
them would
prefer
rather
I'd prefer it if what if you don't mention it. Here there's no reference. Some of them would prefer it what? There's no
yeah but because it's already
there's no sense.
yeah because look at this it's already a arranged formula so it's like this it's already a arranged
There's no
formula
sense on the phrase.
but I agree with you that if you say some of them would rather I think it's also correct here I don't see why we
But
not changing.
prefer it what?
Oh,
There's
because
no make sense.
some of them would prefer it if everyone. Oh, but you can use it.
Date.
But you can use it. But
There's
you
no
can,
sense.
In English you put it randomly.
because like some of them would prefer this if everyone.
Oh, it's the each a child is the thing. Each a coisa. That is that's it. Dá pra fazer um pouco de trabalhando com isso.
Yeah, I don't know
If
why
was
would
if
rather.
was just would prefer, I think it's right, but
Would
the
prefer
it
some of
there
them
is it's
Não, mas a pessoa tá se confundindo, rapaz.
não, mas não foi confuso, porque é a mesma coisa desse would rather would prefer. Não tem muita diferença. Só que o it ele tá boiando, realmente.
No. It is okay here. You can use it. Look at this because it's already arranged formula, guys. So you can use it like. I'd prefer it if you didn't mention this to anyone. Or I'd prefer that you didn't mention this to anyone.
Yes,
mas
but
você tá perguntando.
yes, but the it's referring to not mention this to anyone. The it there is not connected to anything. It's just
Não, é porque o it está conectado provavelmente com os jovens que estão.
I prefer it.
O it provavelmente é o everyone ou qualquer coisa.
Yeah, I can agree with you. I think that he would rather is also possible. And if you just leave out it is also possible.
Ou se
It
você
does
considerar,
not
yeah,
count,
yeah.
does not
se
make
você
sense.
considerar o outro Red, considera o restante também.
As though, guy.
Aí é maluquice
No,
já.
then you
Calma
cannot
lá.
use it.
Tudo
Okay.
tem limite.
Okay, people, let's go to the break, okay?
Ok, I'm going to do that. Vai.
Gai, vai.
Vai.
A data de Juliana.
Gabriel, everything okay there?
Não.
I will take some.
Bora lá, comprar comigo.
Mas só de hoje, presente. Não, mas eu vou fazer.